So the experiment is ongoing in 12 countries at minimum.
Yes, and then outside of that, they release they approach another country like Sri Lanka and so on. Yeah, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and so on. But the most important thing, and this is I think it's a genocide, and this is I think you have to expose this because they use the campus, the university as their gate to enter. So they hire an Indonesian scientist in one university. Of course, they pay them, and then they make the research there. Because Indonesia have not the capacity, laboratorium capacity to do that. Indonesia received the Mosquito from Australia, from Monash University. The point is, if someone go to Indonesia and bring plants or bring animal, there must be a permission, right? So I investigate where the permission come from. So the permission come from to bring is from the Ministry of Culture and Indonesian intelligence. This is terrible. Yeah, because it's a matter of bioweapon can be and the intelligence of Indonesia. And I'm endangering myself to talk like this. Yeah, and bring this mosquito. Yeah. And then the research is in two parts. One about the technology of Bakia, and the other is about the ecosystem.
Welcome to Business Game Changers. I'm Sarah Westall. I had some international people reach out to me and are very concerned about the WHO amendments that are going through, but they're also very concerned about this mosquito program that is officially going on in 12 countries. And he's going to talk about what this darn mosquito program is. Millions and millions of mosquitoes being released in conjunction with the World Health Organization to deal with disease. And they're going to talk about the results of some of these and how it's been increasing disease. And they're very concerned about this situation. And the fact that if these WHO amendments and treaty goes through, this is what we're agreeing to, is that WHO can come in, do things like these mosquito programs, and we can't do anything. And that's coming down. That's like a freight train hitting us. As soon as we approve that, this is what's going to happen. They've been doing these kind of experiments in the smaller countries that don't have much power or are more controlled from a political or propaganda standpoint where they can control the narrative. And then they're experimenting on this stuff. And then as the WHO amendments go through, they're just going to cram this crap down our throats. I don't want mosquitoes being released. It's going to be giving us, injecting us with things. That's what they have planned. So I have Francis Micklem and Richard Clayproth coming to the program. Francis is an activist and a very deep background in activism and working on these issues. But Richard is was a high-ranking official in Indonesia. He was a deputy minister, which is like the top-ranking officials. And he even said in this show that his life is in danger just coming out on this stuff, but it's just too important. And his father, who is now deceased, would be in his grave yelling at him to do something. And I think that is what a lot of us feel, is that we have to step up and do something. So we need to remember that when people are coming forward and fighting these things, they are literally risking their lives and putting themselves behind the needs of humanity at large. And so we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about what all these programs are, what's going on in Indonesia, which is one of the countries where they're unleashing all these mosquitoes. It's a daunting conversation, but the other thing is we talk about how you can get involved or you can help. It's daunting, but all of us can help, and we can help locally. We just need to be more aware of what is actually occurring. There's so much chaos. They want us to be focused on war and issues that we can't do much about, and they want us to all fight internally. They want to divide us and fight. And these kind of issues we should all be united on. I mean, they want to cram something down our throats that's going to hurt us. They want to unleash mosquitoes on everybody and inject us with stuff. We should all be against that. So we're going to talk about this. And before I get into this, I want to tell you, since this is Monday, this is Cyber Monday that's going up, and the WHO amendments actually are going through today. So this is decent timing. Okay, let's get into this really good discussion with Francis and Richard.